Hey guys, I am here today. My name is Nadine. I'm going to do I just felt like doing a quick random reading um, for whoever might need it. And I am going to go ahead and I hope all of you are doing well and continue to keep a positive attitude with this. Your attitude, of course, is your mindset, how you interpret things going on, what you believe people and events to be. Um, Keep a positive attitude. Um, Try in these hard times with just all of the stuff that's coming up to the surface in our world. Um, the COVID, started it off, and then it went to the injustice that's being brought into the light now to be. I feel I'm hoping it is so that it can be brought up to the surface once and for all. To be dealt with, and at least get a huge jump start on something that needed to be turned around a long time ago. Okay. Um, it's not a coincidence for anybody to think, what a coincidence that we had COVID and then now all these protests. It's not a coincidence, for two major events like this to happen. And when you think about injustice, I'm gonna start off. I don't know why. I want to start off with a Archangel Michael card. I was bringing all my cards to the table, and then I remembered I had this one in my bag. So I just want to start off and ask Archangel Michael to be here now. I have done my meditation, my calling in of the angels, the archangels, Wayshowers, Guide, Ascended Masters, God, our Creator, Jesus, our Savior, Mary, Blessed Mother of Peace, all the angels and saints. I've done my meditation, and my focus on this reading is really just whatever we need to hear right now, whatever um, may soothe some feelings of disoriented, feeling just disoriented, confused, lost, maybe imbalanced, So, yeah. Um, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start off with an Archangel Michael card and see what maybe you have a question or a situation, and then hopefully this card can shed some light or give some hope and some direction as to to um, how to go about handling your situation at this time. Okay, so Archangel Michael, do you have any messages for the group right now, for whoever will see this video now or in the future, whoever happens to run upon it? Again, they always say time is an illusion, so I may just stop dating my videos because time is an illusion. And then here's positive thoughts. I just started out the reading saying to try to keep a positive attitude, and the first message out is positive thoughts. Positive thoughts create positive results. Okay, so there's another coincidence for you. My opening line, I said, I'm hoping you try to keep positive. And keeping a positive mindset is so important. Right now, it's like I'm going through this journey. For those of you who might have seen earlier videos, I am on this twin flame journey, but the journey of life, the journey of ascension period is for all. And I'm taking this class right now. I'm going to read from the book on this to see exactly what Archangel Michael wants us to know. Positive thoughts. I'm taking this class right now, and it happens to have a psychology class that needs to be taken with it. And it's amazing how much information I am getting just on the study of psychology, and how we are all brought up in different home life, different cultures, and how much that shapes our being. So when we become adults, I don't know, if you're a young adult now, or an adult, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, whatever you may be, or higher, and we are and we're barely, say you're just coming to a point of a time in your life where you're waking up to the fact, to the idea that life is not about making money, um, buying a home, getting married, having children, and passing on your inheritance to, you know to one of your kin, one of your relatives. Life isn't about that. um so much more, there's so much more to life. So I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, let me read from the book here. I know I was talking about that for a reason, but anyway, okay. So we're starting off with this positive thoughts card. This situation calls for uplifting thoughts. That's why, because I was talking about so I was talking about the psychology class and stuff, and we need to all, um understand that we have to. It took us years to come and become the person that we are now, with these conditioned and these rules of systems that are now breaking down. That it's going to take us time, but with prayer and with positive thinking and an open heart. I have my heart chakra. My daughter's got me this for Mother's Day, and I hadn't burned it yet. I was waiting for the right time, but I think right now, and for some reason, I just feel emotional right now, just with love. um right now is the time to open up our hearts, because that's the only thing, love is the only thing that is going to save us right now from the times that we are in, and uplift us and bring us to the higher level of consciousness that we are meant to be in. So, okay, I'm sorry, going back to the card. The situation calls for uplifting thoughts, which are the magic ingredients you've been looking for. Although you may protest that you already have a positive mindset, Archangel Michael advises you to purge your thoughts and speech of any worries or other negativity that could diminish your manifestations. Michael says that you can tell how constructive your thoughts are by paying attention to recent events in your life, as there is a direct correlation between positive thoughts and positive results. He'll help he'll help buoy your spirits to a truly beneficial level, so that your experiences are happy and welcome. Isn't that beautiful? Possible specific meanings for this card: adopt a daily or hourly practice of saying positive affirmations. Another positive, a specific meaning: read a book or take a class on positive affirmations. Or avoid blaming yourself or others. Instead, focus on solutions rather than worrying about something. Wait, hold on. And that's two. I always get confused because there's a little dot separating the ideas. Avoid blaming yourself or others. Instead, focus on solutions. And then the final possible specific meaning is, rather than worrying about something, pray and practice a loving, compassionate state of mind. And the prayer here for the card, and you can pray along: divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is written that is within my bed. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. So this is a beautiful card to start off with, and it goes perfectly with the heart chakra card and just the message of being positive. Uplift your vibration. I know how easy and frustrating it can be to go from one day feeling you got it all together and the next day, for whatever, for a reason you're not even aware of, feeling like you're sulking, you know. I'm one that hardly watches the news. um Unfortunately, I wasn't even aware of the George Floyd thing till maybe 2 days in. And then it's just, these events are heartbreaking. However, like this card even mentioned the events around you. Pay attention to recent events in your life, as there is a direct correlation between positive thoughts and positive results. If we stop focusing on the television's coverage of negative things, be aware of it. Yes, I'm not saying to deny that, don't watch it and you don't see it so it doesn't exist. No, be aware of it, but then pray. Imagine a divine healing coming across and covering that entire situation and all people. I was speaking a little bit before about the class that I'm taking, the psychology class, and how it's really um, um, opening me up, which I already knew. We all grow up in different homes. We all have different situations with our parents, with our uncles, with our upbringing, period. We're all a different race. We all have different struggles, okay? But be aware that, okay, like in the protests right now, okay, this is another coincidence. There's these protests going on, which, yes, there has to be protests to bring it up to the surface for, the whole people as a whole, the community as a whole, the world as a whole, because these protests are all over, are tired of the injustice. They're tired of it, Um, but it says here to be mindful when you're protesting, make sure that that's coming from love, okay? To protest against another person or another group for being discriminatory, to be just hateful in the ways that they operate. You cannot go and judge them, to turn around and judge them in your protest or call them names or be, it just doesn't work. It says here, what does it do? It diminishes your manifestations. Okay, so purge. Archangel Michael advises you to purge your thoughts and speech. Purge your thoughts and speech of anything negative, because you're sticking up for something that's good. Purge your speech, your mind, and your heart of anything negative, because purge your thoughts of any worries or other negativity that could diminish your manifestations. That's only gonna take away from you. So becoming part of the problem in an indirect, way, is not going to help you. It's going to diminish the blessings that should be coming to you. And it's going to take you, if you're 5 steps ahead, that's going to take you 3 steps back. Okay? And you're always going to be trying to get those blessings. You're always going to be fighting to get justice, but you're never going to reach it because of the way the words are coming out of your mouth, because of the regret and the anger in your heart. Okay, so this is a great card to start off with. I'm very happy with this card, and thank you, Saint Michael. I'm glad I had that inkling, to start with that. So I'm gonna take a fairy tarot card. This has been another favorite of mine, and let's just take, I think I just want to take one of these. Which one of these, spirit wayshowers, guides, thank you so much for being here. Holy Spirit, our higher selves. It just there was another thing I wanted to say, before, when I was meditating before this, before recording, um, I wanted to say to make it a habit to send blessings to your enemies. Okay, I know that takes a long time to get to that point, and just by and they say you have to truly feel it. That's gonna take a while, I'm sure. I know, I've been there. I'm there. However, make it a habit, and it just said in the in Archangel Michael's card also, that what did it say? It said something that reminded me of, to bring this up to on camera. um just the smallest, make it a habit, make a, oh, I said make a you know devote to yourself, or make a promise to yourself, just once a day, send blessings to your enemy. Say, God, this is what I've said for the past few days. I'm just starting this, and I know that I need to completely feel it in my heart, um and it will only become stronger. So I say something like, God, and I think of the people who I know I need to give, uh to release from my energy field, because when I think of these certain people, I think, I was hurt tremendously by these people. So I think, oh, it's like a gripping pain, and some anger. We're all human. We're gonna feel these emotions, and the last thing you want to do is not feel them and suppress them, because then you're gonna blow up. So, but anyway, I say, I send them violet flame healing. Look up the violet flame healing, please, if you haven't. I always speak about it on my channels. I send them, Lord God, my creator, I send them Saint Germain. Saint Germain is the keeper of the violet flame. Saint Germain, I send this person, I send these people healing, the healing, transmuting power of the violet flame. May they use it. May their life be blessed. May something be corrected. Whatever pain, we all have pains. May the violet flame healing bring them to light. Okay, anything that you want to say, any kind of prayer that you want to send their way, and say, I forgive them. Say, something positive. Send a positive prayer to the people, to the person, or to a situation, to a group. Me, it's the police department. I had this wrenching, I see a police car and I know it's not right. So these thoughts, these prayers that came to my mind and then came out in the card, is for me as well. I can see a police car, police. I shouldn't do that, but it's because of my experiences with them, my personal experiences. And I have to remember, not all police are like that, not all, but that's something that's coming up right now. So just anyway, make that a practice, and you have, just make it a practice to say it really quick every day, every day. And soon enough, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, they will work with you, so that you truly mean what you say. So let's see one more. Let's get one fairy card that'll help out with this reading and with the viewers. What situation might be needing, might be at the forefront right now in the viewer's life, that we could focus and pray on. Every day there's going to be another challenge. There's going to be another trigger. Okay, and so we're not always, we're if we were perfect, we would not be here, until we learn, until we transform into that beautiful light that God has instilled in all of us. But unfortunately, our conditioning and our experiences have dimmed that light, tremendously. Until we get back there and just wash off, scrub off all the grime and grum from hurt and pain that we've experienced. So then we've learned to armor, put this armor on ourselves, on our hearts, on our minds. Don't trust, maybe we don't trust, maybe we are, maybe we've given ourselves, we've taken self-love away, and have a low self-esteem, whatever it is that we've done. We need to reverse all of that, okay? And right now, in these times right now, this is exactly what is going on right now, this is the beginning of a reversal. So it says 8 of summer, and this is about walking away from things that do not serve us. So this is perfect. The desire, let me show you that. It's a fairy. Is she riding a bike? No, I'm sorry, my bad. She's just walking. She's walking away. She has two little satchels in her hand, and one satchel in each hand, and she's walking toward what? The sunrise. Okay, 8 of summer. And this is perfect. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Okay, so again, this card, thank you, Spirit, so much. This card goes perfectly with what has been said here so far. We're talking about making changes, praying for our enemies, making that small change in that promise to ourselves, to make it a routine every day, to pray for our enemy, to send them. I just heard this, which I knew this before, but it was a reminder of on a video recently where it said the only blessing that you can send to another person without violating their free will. We all have free will, so we don't have to be spiritual, we don't have to be religious, we don't have to do anything. Okay, we can live in a box, we can live for money, we can live for fame, we can live for peace, we can be humanitarian. We don't have to do anything, we have free will. The only blessing that you can send to somebody that does not require their free will to receive is the blessing of the violet flame and the blessing of I think it's the 5th ray, the pink ray, and I have to say I'm not that familiar with it, but I believe it's the love of Jesus, our Savior. I believe, I'm not sure though. So I need to look that up yourself. But those two blessings are something that you can send to anybody, anytime, and it will be in their auric field. It will be there for them to use when they feel. So if there's anything inside that person that is spiritual and they just have lost their way by being carried away, letting their ego take control and lead their life, and maybe, like I said, they're just lost. Okay, when that person turns around and asks for help and asks for a blessing, becomes aware of the wrongs that they have been doing, the violet flame and the pink, the blessing of the pink ray will be there for them to take advantage of, to benefit from. Okay, that will be there, and it will be sent from you, and God will make sure of it, that person in the end knows that blessing came from you. So isn't that beautiful? And you can do this anytime for anybody, but we were talking about walking away. This card is like this is like the 8 of Cups, walking away from things, places, things, habits, ideas, trains of thoughts that do not serve you anymore. So in this whole protesting thing, in this whole COVID thing, a lot of people aren't happy with the way the president has handled. A lot of people aren't happy with the people that blame it on the president for not having handled it in a certain way, um, but that none of that is serving anybody, and it's definitely not serving us for dividing, for thinking in dividing way, okay, in a dividing type of mindset, this side, that side. We need to start thinking as one, as a whole, and understanding. Well, this group of people think that way because of how they were brought up and how they were conditioned. I think the way I think because of the way I was brought up and how I was conditioned. I just saw a quick video on YouTube about a basketball, like these were young basketball, I believe it was female basketball, like high school, a game that was about to start. And I guess it was like even like the nationals or something like that. It was a big game, and the announcer for the home team, I guess, where they were playing, the announcer, he said something. He was an older man, an older white man, and he had made a comment about, oh, I'm gonna, he was announcing all the players at the beginning of the game, and he said these names coming up, for the other school, which were, predominantly black Americans. He said, these names are disgusting, but I'll go ahead and try to say it anyway. Okay, so terrible, right? It breaks your heart that those children had to hear that, and play their game. I don't even know how the game finished. I don't know how long ago this was, but instead of saying what a horrible man, okay, to send love his way, I guess he was sent home like mid game. He was taken off the microphone. I think he was doing the commentator, for the game, but at halftime he was removed from the game for his words. And and yeah, we can be disappointed, and then be just as disgusted in him for even saying that. He's over here saying that the names are disgusting. um so we can turn around and look at him in disgust. What does that do? That's gonna, like the card said, it's gonna diminish your manifestations. That's gonna take away from your blessings. You notice the wrong that was done, the injustice, the hurtful words. So when you notice these things, instead of judging that person who did it, fight your ego. Fight your ego self. Your ego is your mind. Your ego wants to say you're better than the next person. Your ego wants you. Your ego is there to protect you, yes. But fight your ego. Challenge your ego. Again, we have to be balanced with our ego, our higher self, our ego, our mind, our heart needs to be balanced in order. We cannot suppress the ego, because yes, no, God gave us an ego for a reason. We cannot suppress it, but we need to find balance with it. Okay, so walk away and walk toward the sunrise to a new dawn. Okay, they say the new earth is here, and just people can't, the mainstream uh does not see it. But all these energy fluctuations, all these things that are arising, the COVID, the injustice being brought to light even more and more, and police going, the wrongdoers paying the price, or at least being charged. The ball is, is starting to roll. So walk away. This is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, and judging others is not serving you. When you notice something wrong, um when you notice an injustice, it does not serve you to judge in return. Okay, I want to now pull one from here, and this is another great deck that someone very special gave to me, and she now has a complete lifetime free of readings from me whenever she feels she needs one. This is the Work Your Light Oracle cards from Rebecca Campbell. Okay, Work Your Light. Yes, I really like these cards too. So this is all about changing our perspective, changing our habits, realizing that other people are the way they are for a reason. They have been conditioned that way, and there are some that have been conditioned for so many years and not really been given those challenges in life that brings up the brings you to your needs. You know, we all they always say, like, you know, without pain there's no glory, you know. And the harder times that you have, the more the wiser you become. You cannot become a wise person, a wise man, a wise woman, a wise being without living through living through hard experiences and rising from those, because you learn from them. You can live through hard experiences and throw in the towel and take the easy way out and stay at a job. Taking the easy way out is staying at a job that does not fulfill you. Staying there because it's harder to let go and walk into the unknown. It's harder to let go and trust that God and the universe has your back and will lead you to the job that will fulfill you. Okay? Taking the easy way out is staying in a relationship because it is convenient, because you have a home, because your partner and you are working the money thing out, and you have a nice home and nice cars, but in your heart you're not happy. But you know, you don't want to go through any challenge. That would bring on a challenge, right? That would bring on heartbreak maybe for the other person, and or that would bring on heartbreak for you, because it's going to take your kids, you know, you're not going to have them full time anymore. You may have to do the split custody thing. You know, those are very hard times to go through. Those will bring on very depressive emotions, which we all have to feel. But when you avoid all of that, you learn nothing. You have no wisdom to share and to grow on, and to say, you know what, I made it through all of this, and I'm doing what I love. I'm in a place that I love. I'm with a person that I love, and we both are helping the world because we have open hearts and open minds. But no, instead, you know, the alternative to that is staying at a job or a relationship or whatever it may be, and never filling your life's purpose. Okay, and then what happens then? That's where reincarnation comes in. You come around, you pay back the karma for not taking those chances, and you do it all over again. Okay, I for one hope that I don't have to do this all over again, but I may, and I'll come out all the wiser. You know, every lifetime you come closer and closer. So this one that came out says, what does it say? It says, pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. This again goes with this message, these messages, positive thoughts. You're raising, your vibration is rising. Walking away from things that do not serve you. People, situations, verbal abuse, mental abuse, whether you are doing it to somebody or somebody is doing it to you, you are walking away from that. Why? Or you have, maybe you're in the feeling of walking away. Maybe you're about to walk away. Maybe you've been contemplating walking away from that, walking away from a job, walking away from a relationship, whatever it is. Positive thoughts. Don't let that fear. Keep positive thoughts. Know that you're doing it because you're being courageous. Ask the angels for the courage. Ask them to help you because they will. They are there standing by with all of the love and the power in the world to help you get through that difficult turnaround. To just turn yourself in the other direction and walk away. To change it up. Your vibration is rising. You're becoming aware. Pillar of light. Okay. Let's see what that has to do. This in this book, I remember this is kind of hard to figure these out. They don't go in number order. They don't go in alphabetical order. They confirmation card. Let's see. You're raising your vibration just by becoming aware of something. You are raising. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for pillar of light. Okay, hold on. Pillar of light. Age of light. No. When the... Yeah, boy, this is super... Oh, there it is. Pillar of light. 98. Okay, 98. Maybe you could be, by doing these changes, you can be a pillar of light for yourself and for others around you. Being in the, maybe you're in the protest, and then you got your own group of leaders, and then you since everybody is following you, then changing it up and saying, you know what, let's start this off with a meditation before we go out, before we do our thing. Let's meditate. Let's ask the angel. Ask light beings to come in, okay? Or just to be, for those who are not spiritual, religious, or whatever, let's open up our hearts. Everyone has a heart. Can't say you don't have a heart. Let's open up our hearts and act and speak through our hearts. Do you know that paradise will be given to you? You will be truly taken care of in every single way that you need to, if you act and speak through your heart. Okay? Pillar of light. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression. A conduit for light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light, connecting the light of the heaven above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet. Raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet. Linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. Beautiful. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. So the angels, guides, cosmos, ancient wisdom keepers, all light beings, they are living through us. In order for them to help our planet, we need to be open so that they can work through us. Okay? And without our bodies available to them, without our voice available to them, without us creating something for them to work their energy through, then they can't be expressed. Neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all of the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. That is beautiful. So, walking away from things that no longer serve us, that from things that do not allow us to be that pillar for the angels and light beings and ascended masters to work through, without us being open with an open heart and open mind. Without us, they have no one to work through. So right now, what they need and what our earth needs, what earth needs, they don't need it. They need us to help us. That's what they need. They need us to work through us, to reach the masses of people, to reach the people around. If you're a teacher, you have young minds in your classroom, um, and you can be a teacher of anything, college, teacher, art teacher, whatever it is, or elementary, whatever kind of teacher you are. You have young minds, and they are young minds no matter what age, because they're there to learn something from you. So in that sense, they are a young mind. They're open because they don't know what they're there. They're coming to you without any knowledge, with a clean canvas, and they're asking for your teaching. So as you open yourself up, the ascended masters, the angels, the spirit guides, the way showers, they can work through you, and then you work your magic through the masses. You work their magic through you, through your creations, through your classes, through your projects, through your words. Okay. Now there's a prayer here, and it says to hold the pillar of light card to your heart. Hold it to your heart and say, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. So that's beautiful. This is really a message about becoming aware of ourselves and this is what's beautiful too. Look at here. Under the same microcard, I didn't even see that. Look at that little rainbow. And it's like, here he is up in the heavens, and here's the rainbow bridge. Okay? Going downward, going down to earth, maybe. That's pretty, that's pretty. And here, what's so funny? Okay, so here's Archangel Michael, one of the ascended angels, right? The ascended light beings, our archangel. And then in between is us, and then the pillar of the light. We are, by turning away, by walking away from things that no longer serve our light, that dim our light, that don't serve our heart, that don't serve the betterment of ourselves or the people around us. By walking away from that, we then become the pillar of light. We then become this rainbow bridge. This is the bridge. Walking away is the answer. Walking away bridges these two together for you to be the rainbow. Right here's a little rainbow too. Okay? This is the bridge, walking away, making those, cutting out, even if it's people toxic people, if it's behavior, if it's bad habits that you carry, turning away from those things to become to be that rainbow bridge for the angels, like Archangel Michael. Okay, beautiful, right? So I want to do an I am, because I think one of these cards spoke about the I am. Oh, to make it a daily routine. Okay, and I was saying that earlier. I was getting the message to make it a daily routine to be to say a prayer for somebody. You know, um, the card also said make it a daily routine to to say some I am affirmations, to read an I am affirmation book. Okay, so let's get an I am affirmation, or one or two, maybe three. Maybe we'll pull three out. Let's pull three out, because Archangel, I believe it was it was the Archangel Michael card that we started off here anyway with. Just shuffling them up a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get three I am cards. So Saint Michael, angels, light beings, my higher self that can guide this reading. Which I am affirmation would be best for this group, for myself? I totally resonate with this too, with this reading. So which I am affirmations can we benefit from most for the rest of this day, or even until tomorrow? Or we could just say, if we remember them, we'll just say them spontaneously. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I appreciate all that I have and all I've created. I am grateful. So I appreciate all that I have and all that I've created. If you find yourself walking away from something, from someone, from a job, whatever it is, from a job, from a person, from a relationship, from a responsibility. Maybe there's a responsibility, a commitment that you made, and it's no longer what you thought it was going to be. It's no longer reaping a healthy harvest, um, and you have to walk away from it. But in your head, maybe the guilt is setting in, but you can't feel guilty, because to be tied into a commitment that is no longer going in a positive direction, the wise thing to do would be to walk away and not let your ego, not let other people prey on your ego and say, "Oh, you didn't follow through. You're a quitter. You're this, you're that." I don't know, whatever names they may say, or whatever they may try to play on your conscience, for you to follow through, because maybe it's benefiting them. Maybe you realize it's benefiting the wrong people, the wrong type of people. you know um, you can be grateful for everything you have, because Spirit is saying here an affirmation: I am grateful. I am grateful for my home. I am grateful for the wisdom that I have to walk away. I am grateful for this reading. I'm grateful for Saint Michael telling me, instructing me, suggesting to me, reminding me that positive thoughts create positive results. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to have negative thoughts or fear based thoughts about walking away from this person, place, or thing. I'm going to have positive. I'm going to choose. I'm choosing to be grateful for the experience, and I'm going to have positive thoughts walking as I walk toward the sun, as I walk toward the light, as I turn in another direction, because obviously if the sun was over here, the darkness is the other way, right? I'm going to be grateful that I'm choosing now to turn and walk toward the light. Okay, let's get two more. So what other I am affirmation could we remind ourselves and practice and rehearse daily? As it is, when you wake up, everyone, make it a habit. I tell my children and I remind myself every morning. Invite in your angels. Invite in all light beings into your life. I remind my angels and spirit guides, you have an open invitation into my everyday. However, I am saying it again. I am making the statement again. Come into my day. I am grounded. I am grateful. I am grounded. That big pink tree, and I was just talking about the pink. The pink. I really, when I jump off of here, I'm gonna check out the violet, the blessing of the pink ray. This tree is all pink, and the roots run deep. The branches reach the skies, touching heaven, and the roots are deeply, deeply rooted to Mother Earth, to Gaia. I am grounded. I have a strong foundation on which to build my dreams. I have a strong foundation on which to build my dreams. Mother Earth is our foundation, right? I had spoken earlier about the only thing that is going to get us through these times right now is love. Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, Gaia is there for all of us to nurture her. She is there for us to ground our light